All right, welcome everybody. We are on page 163 next. So let's get our books out and make sure we're on page 163. And here we go. For number 2, it says 0.3 plus 0.5, okay? We can do these in our head, but for this first one, I'm just gonna write this out, 0.3 plus 0.5. Adding decimals, the most important thing is just to bring this decimal straight down. Okay, guys? And if you do that and you line up your decimals correctly, you're not going to have any problems with this addition problem. So what is 3 plus 5 here?
It's 8.
8. Okay, so we shall write 8. And then 0 plus 0 is what?
0.
All right, so our answer is 0.8 here.
Or 0 and 8 tenths.
Yes, or 0 and 8 tenths. Thank you, 90. All right,
Okay.
so for C here, it is 5.4 plus 3.2. I can do these in my head if there's no, especially if it's like, if there's no like carrying over that needs to be done, but we could work these out, 5.4 plus 3.2 really quickly. You could do this in arithmetic. I might start to do these in my head. If it gets really easy, I will. But let's write this out for now. Carry the decimal straight down, okay? And you could write this off to the side if you want and write that arrow to bring the decimal straight down, okay? And then we just need to add 5 and 3 is what? All right, we should say 8.6, is that right, 90?
Yes, that's
All right. And we could easily add this, that's 8 and then 0.6. So we could do that in our heads pretty quickly, but we worked it out.
6.
Okay, so how else would we say this number?
8 and 6 tenths.
Perfect, 8 and 6 tenths. All right, next question here has 0.25 plus 0.02. And for this one, I want to be careful because I've got 0.25. And I want to be careful not to add this 2 hundredths to my tenths. I need to put a 0 here and a 2 here. And then I can add these up and it should work out okay. All right. So let's say 5 plus 2 is what? Yeah, that should be 7. And then we say 2 plus 0 is?
2.
2, okay. And then what do we do with that decimal there? What should we do?
And points.
What should we do to it? We're going to bring it straight down, okay?
Okay.
All right, that's the only thing we need to remember. And then we can add our whole numbers there, which are both 0. So that's easy. 0 plus 0 equals 0. All right, so what's our answer then?
Is 0.77.
All right, so we could say 0.27 is our answer. Very nice, thank you. All right, some people do say 0.27. I don't think it's incorrect. I just more often say 0.27. We're on part B here, and we're taking 1.2 plus 0.6. And what's the answer?
Is 8.
8 and
1.
1. Okay, so what's the answer?
8.1. 1.8.
1.8. Perfect. All right, let's go on to the next one, part D. And this says 0.02 plus 0.03. So we're adding 2 hundredths plus 3 hundredths equals how many hundredths? How many hundredths? What do you think? We're taking
0.05.
Yeah, we're taking 0.02 plus 0.03. We could do that one in our heads after we start to get the hang of it. We certainly should be able to solve some of these in our heads, like that one, for example, is quite simple. So next one, we're taking 2.37 plus 3.12. Okay, so I'm taking 2.37 plus 3.12. And for these ones that aren't so easy to solve, I want you to write this out. So please write that out and show your work. Okay. So here, this should be pretty simple. I don't see any carrying that needs to be done. So we should be able to do this pretty easily. Okay, so go ahead and tell me the answer here for this 7 plus 2.
5 and 4900.
All right, so you said a 9 goes here, I believe, and a 4 goes here, and you said a 5 goes here, I believe. Okay, so sorry, it's messy, but it's 5 and 4900 said perfectly. Okay, so let's say 5 and 4900.
4900.
Okay, hopefully you got that. That's better. Okay, next we're going on to the bottom here. It says add. Okay, that's great. Look at they've written it out for us. That's going to make it so simple, or our job so simple. All we need to do is do what to this decimal, 90? What should we do?
So 4 plus 8.
Yeah, but what should we do with this decimal? Where should we put it?
Also points
Yeah, but where should we put it? Where should it go?
in the middle.
Yeah, it just goes straight down. Okay,
Straight
that's the only
down.
thing we need to do is just go straight down there. Okay.
And will be in middle.
And after you do that, then this gets really quite simple. We do have to carry here. So 4 plus 8 is what?
4 plus 8 is 12.
Okay, so let's put 2 and carry our 1. 0 plus 0 plus 1 equals. Hopefully we say 1.2.
No.
All right, so
1.2.
what's the answer?
1 and 2 tenths.
Perfect. 1 and 2/10. Let's just go down to see. I like to do these down the column. It's a little bit easier to navigate my page here. So let's look at 3.6 plus 4.7. This is really how you should be adding these up yourself, writing them like this. Thankfully, they've written it for us. So let's see the first one here. What should I write here? Down here.
And the point goes straight down.
Ooh, thank you. Even before we start, we could do that. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay.
Okay, the decimal goes straight down. Okay, and I need to carry my 1 here. And so this is 4 plus 3 plus 1 equals?
Is 8.
Yeah, okay. So we say that's 8.3, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so it's 8.3. All right, thank you very much. All right, let's just keep going down the row here, or column. And we will look here, and it says 0.28 plus 0.12. And at this point, if you want to work ahead and try and solve these before we get to them, I would encourage you to do so. So I think these should start to be pretty easy for some of you
Yes.
guys out there. So that's 3, what's this, 4?
It's
Okay,
4
and
it's 0.
so what's my answer?
0.40.
Okay, let's go a little faster.
That's
And let's
the
just tell me what to write here, 90. Right here, what should I write? What should I write here?
3
3. Okay, here,
3
3.
and 3 and 4.
Okay, and
Yeah, may I go
4.
to the
7.
Yes, go ahead. And 7.
7.
Okay. All right, I think we got it perfect. What's the answer then?
74 and 33 hundredths.
All right, great job. All right, so let's move on up to the top of the page here. And we're looking at part B here. Says 2.6 plus 0.5. Let's see here. We should say for this one, what? What should I write here?
1
1. And then where does my decimal go?
and go to straight.
Straight down, right? Okay, so my decimal goes straight down. I'll write it there. And then I had to carry my 1 here.
And 3.
And it should be 3. Okay, so make sure you have, what's the answer?
3.1.
3.1. All right, great job. All right, let's go on to the next one. It has here D. Okay, so 0.04 plus 0.09. All right. We should say here what?
And 4 plus 9 is between
3 and
I
carry
have
my
one.
1. Okay, next column.
And decimal.
All right, so what do I do here? This is 1 plus 0 plus 0 is
1.
1. All right. And where do I put my decimal?
This.
Straight down. Yep, there it is. I'll put it there. You don't need to write that arrow. Just for now, I'm writing that just so we're clear about what to do, but you don't need to write that arrow.
Okay. Haha,
All right, and then I think we can just say this is 0.
0.
So what's the answer?
0.12.
Yeah, so the answer is, whoa, the answer is 0.13. Okay, all right, so let's go down to part F there. I know we've gone out of order, but we're just going down the column. So 6.08 plus 1.93. All right, 90.
Okay. I need to be 1.
Mm-hmm.
And
Carry
it is
my 1.
0.
9 plus 0 is 0. 9 plus 1 is
10.
10.
Plus
Okay.
number
Carry
one
my
is
1.
6. And 8.
8, yes. And what's the answer?
8.01.
All right. We almost forgot to carry our decimal straight down, but that's okay. We got it. 8.01. Okay, that's my answer. Or how do you say this number?
8 and 100.
Yes, and you said that perfectly. And key thing here, guys, if we have just
Cool.
100th, we
No
need to
S?
say it like that with no S,
No
okay?
S.
And if there were 2, we say it with an S, okay? All right, so if it's 2, we would say it with an S. All right, so 200ths. I think you guys got that, okay? So that's 200ths. All right, so let me go down here and let's do H. All right. 23.45 plus 2.75. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I think, is this it? This is the last one, right?
Yes.
All right. Great job. Here we are. Last one. Let's finish it strong.
Yay.
All right. So 5 plus 5 is
10.
10. Okay. So carry the 1. 11. What is that?
12.
12. Carry the 1. 2 plus
And
3 plus 1 is?
6.
What do we need to do first?
Oh, decimal stage down.
Yeah, bring the decimal straight down, and this is 6, and that
Six
makes this
and
here.
2.
All right, bring
And
that 2
2.
down. Yeah, and what's the
down.
answer?
Is 26.20.
All right, we did it. Thank you very much for your help. And let me just pull out to the full view here, and we can see this is page 163.